Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to your April reading. Um, of course, my name's Jackie, and my channel is Romany Tarot. So, before I start, I just wanted to thank any of you that have subscribed, any of you that view the readings, that share, whatever it is, it all helps, okay? It really helps to grow the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Secondly, we are going to look, like I promised in the last reading, we're going to take a look at Black Moon Lilith. So we're just going to sort of scrape the surface of Black Moon Lilith because I had an idea what it was about. Obviously, our shadow side, the deeper aspects of ourselves. But, I was curious and I wanted to look into it just a little bit more. So, for those of you, probably a lot of you know all about Black Moon Lilith and the moon phases. But for those of you that don't, let's just have a little recap here. And we're going to, these are my little, what they say, cue cards. So, my little cue cards. So, what is Black Moon Lilith about? So what my little bit of research come up with was Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden. And of course, the story in the Bible, in the first Bible. And this is Eve. Okay, so this is all about Eve. She was considered a she-dem, which is a female demon. All right, because she was banished from the Garden of Eden for choosing not to obey Adam. Okay, things have, as I said, things have changed since then. Of course, we are equals. So Adam wanted Eve, Lilith, to be subservient to him, but she refused. Okay, quite rightly so. Everyone's got their own mind. Black Moon Lilith is the point of the moon, which is called the lunar apogee, that's farthest away from Earth. So it's not a physical place, rather a point that donates our carnal desires and need for empowerment. So using intuition, so that's what I'll be looking for in the readings, intuition, strength and alchemy, to unapologetically manifest greatness in our personal lives is the best way to create greatness and attain our goals. By fighting for independence and freedom with Black Moon Lilith, we can reclaim, define, and conceive the life we want, and more importantly, on our own terms. Okay, so Lilith also believes that no one should settle at the hands of patriarchy. She wants us to fight back by leaning into our shadow side and not compromising in any aspect of our life, and especially in our sex lives. Good on you, Lilith. That's what I say. Okay. So what I'm going to do now for you, Virgo, what I've done for all the signs, all the signs that I'm going to be reading for, is I've pre-pulled your oracle cards. So first of all, we're going to be I've pulled the oracle from the LQ oracle. And then I'm going to I've divided the major, the minor, and the court cards of the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. So I'll be pulling each of those for each oracle card. And then we'll be finishing the reading with the mystical moments, the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Okay, so I've also, I'd just like to point out that the LQ or any tarot or oracle deck, I always read the books that come with them. I think it's respectful to the designer, the creator, the artwork and everything else, and all the time, energy and work that these people that create cards and books and stuff, even writers that write books, that how much energy and work and everything else that goes into it. So it's only right to acknowledge that and to read their definitions and how they feel and the energies that they felt when they wrote about these cards, okay, or they wrote a book. So I think that's very important. So what I've done, instead of reading from the book, because sometimes that can take time, So what I've done is I've just took out some say bullet points or key points about each card that sort of stood out to me. And yeah, I'll be reading from these, apart from how I feel off the back with these cards. So off the back, just to start with, we're going to be looking at, so the first card you have, so you have She Who Sees, you have She Who Brings Light, and you have She Who Begins. Okay, so very, really nice cards for you, Virgo. Okay, so I feel that you're just intuitively now, I'm feeling that you've seen something. So this is about the She Who Sees is about observing, perceiving, and scrutinizing something. So something you're really seeing now, something you're seeing a lot clearer. So maybe you're sussing things out as well. You're beginning to see things. You're seeing the light of something that you're doing, all right, or a situation, however that resonates with you. Okay, because then we move on to your current energy is She Who Brings Light. So this is light, serenity, and a beacon. It's also a beacon for others to follow, but it's about following your own inner light. I feel intuitively with that card. So it's something coming to light here, something you see, and something that brings, I'll say, brings more light. Something. This could be even a light bulb moment where something just clicks or just falls into place. All right. So once you get that energy and once you come to that, we come into this outcome position. She Who Begins. So launch. Something needs to take off. So we're launching and actualize. Okay, so we need to be active here, actualize, actually put it into practice, and the potential, all right, for something to be successful here. So primarily I feel for these three cards I'd have put here for She Begins. So it's time to get started. So once you do this, it's time to get started. All right, and they're giving you the green light. It's time, do something now. You've got everything you need. uh, you've done enough research, you've done enough studying, you've done enough meditation, you've really sort of done your own work. I was going to say Leo then, maybe you're dealing with a Leo, Virgo. All right, so you've really done your own work and you're really ready now to sort of push something forward. Something's ready to take off. So that's really good energy. Okay, so we'll just go through these again. So She Who Sees can also be about, as I said, sussing things out. So how we can see things differently. All right. So this is all about perceiving something differently, how you see things. This is a time for observing. Observe yourself too. Okay. So seeing is believing. And as I say, the proof's in the pudding. All right, that's great. And She Who Brings Light, you are whole. This is something to do with a beacon for others, of course. But also, I found out when I read this definition of this card. Okay, so if there's a block here, feeling drained or feeling hypo, I sort of say hypo, feeling. So it's rather one or the other. So you're either feeling drained because you do get to hypo. There's a need here if you're lacking in energy and you're not quite being able to get something launched or something off the ground. There is a thing here where they say, the terms I've put it in is to watch your diet. Watch what you're putting into your body, fluids and solids. Okay, so I'd say trying to eat a bit healthier and drink more liquid, not wine, water. And it's all right on occasion, moderately. But yeah, drink plenty of water and try and eat more vegetables and fruit and stuff like that. Just eat more healthy so that you're, as I say, that engine, that human engine of ours keeps functioning and, keeps rolling over, to a good smooth rhythm sort of thing. And that energy will stabilize, it will become balanced and even. All right. Creativity wise, this is also to do with your creativeness as well. All right. She brings light. So it's about if something's not working, not that it's not working, but if you can also move on to something else. It's about being versatile, Virgo, trying new things, you know, go to places that inspire you, all right? Do things that spark your interest, anything like that. So if something's not working, try something different, okay? Understand your warmth as well, because you are glowing here. She who brings light, you are glowing, it's your brilliance. So just, you know, make sure you're recharging healthily, I'd say, healthy wise. Yeah, so you need to sort of look after yourself as well to be able to start this new beginning, because she who begins, so something is about to take off here. And I feel very positive about this outcome energy for you, Virgo, okay? So if we look at she who begins, so get started, of course, it's time. Commit to your journey ahead, the journey ahead of you, Virgo. It's time to ignite, you know, get things rolling, take the next step. New beginning. What is your new beginning? Ask yourself, you know, what is this new beginning? You know, what is it here that I want to accomplish? Well, you're also, for your reading, Virgo, working with the energy of the number 3. So when I think of the number 3, I think of Jupiter. I think I may be looking for the 3 cards in the tarot, or, you know, yeah, the tarot in this case, because these cards are not numbered. So, yeah, I'm looking for that number 3 energy, a very, you know, that ambitious. It's a number of ambition as well, and really sort of, what can I say, making your way, you know, taking them steps and sort of reaching a goal or making your way to the top in some way, you know, sort of elevating. So that's it. Yeah, what is your new beginning? So whatever you've been manifesting is coming your way. So I really did put here, this is a big deal for you, Virgo. This means a lot to you, okay, whatever this is. Okay, so let's pull some cards. So we are looking at the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. And as I said, I've divided them into major, court, and minor arcana. So let's give them a shuffle. So we're going to pull a major card for you first and see what we have. So we're going to concentrate on the past energies. We're just going to see how that unfolds. We're going to pull layers on there and see what's occurring or what did occur. Maybe recently, maybe distantly in the past. I think some of you have really been putting your head to paper as well. Pen to paper, you know, you've had your head in books, you've been writing things down, you've been really trying to understand things, making sure you understand things, making sure you can make sense of things here, all right? So this is all work you've done in the past that's going to be leading up to this, you know, starting something here. But you have to remember to look after yourself. We may be, I know, can be very busy. I'm not saying everyone's going to be busy, but you know, sometimes when we get too involved in something, we can forget to look after ourselves as well. You know, taking care of ourselves, you know, body wise and inwardly. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Okay, Virgo. Okay, I think I've shuffled them enough. So what do we have for my Virgos? Oh, the Hangman. Okay, that fits very well. So she who sees, exactly. You have the Hangman card here. Let me just show you before I go any further. Okay, I'll just show you again your cards. I hope there's enough light there for you, Virgo, to see these cards. She who sees, she who brings light. Beautiful cards there. I feel a bit Lord of the Rings with that middle card for some reason. Circles, I'm getting circles. And she who begins. So we have all these butterflies here. So a big transformation as well with the butterflies. So you have blossomed, Virgo, you've blossomed into something, something that you're good at, or and just within yourself, you're not the person you used to be. There's a big transformation there. Okay, so the first cards, I've done them, so I won't be shuffling them again, only the once. So you have the Hangman. So, of course, perceiving something, looking at something in the past, this is, taking time out to really study something and to look at things from different angles, different perspectives, seeing different ways of looking at things, trying different things. This is all in this Hangman energy, all right? And we have all, remember with these cards, she has all these lovely little lights here around her, being, I feel a card of, as well, apart from the Judgment, of being enlightened, okay, needing, to sort of hang on a bit, wait until you can see everything clearly, you have everything you need. Lovely energy. So let's just shuffle the court cards. I think what you've had, or what you've been striving towards, Virgo, I think you've had that in you all along. It's always been there. It's always been in you, but you've had to discover it. It's like that, realizing that you had to sort of find your way of bringing your, something out of yourself. I'd say a hidden skill, talent, ability. Let's see what stage you was at in this past. As I say, past can be yesterday, last week, last month, last year. Whenever it is for you, Virgo, whenever your journey started. Yeah, I thought you'd be in that energy. We have the Princess of Wands, which will be the page, and the traditional tarot. This is the Page of Swords. So yeah, getting very clear on something, making sure you understand. This is very that you took the steps. This is something in its could be in its infancy. It's a beginning. We look at pages as beginning. It's a start. It's something that we want to, something that is like a gradual process. It's very gradual, especially under that Hangman. So that's really nice. Okay, so a minor arcana now for you, Virgo. So what do we have? Minor arcana. It's taken you some time. For others of you, it's taken you quite some time to see certain things clearly as well. Oh, that one wants to fall out. Wow. Ace of Swords. We couldn't get any clearer than that, Virgo. Six of Coins. Oh, right. I'm just going to hold it there a minute because that's at the bottom. The Six of Coins. Now, I did forget to read the Black Moon Lilith in Virgo. I always forget something, Virgo. You know me by now. So Black Moon in Lilith. Okay, so Lilith in Virgo need to set boundaries, all right, and limits with others, especially loved ones, partners, family members, close friends, anything. You need to set some sort of boundaries so that you're not taken for granted. Also, you shouldn't have to hide how you feel. Okay, so you shouldn't have to hide how you feel, pretending that it's okay, don't worry, it's fine. It's not fine. Okay, so this is that energy here with that Black Moon Lilith with Virgo, is to set boundaries, say no, learn to say no, say if it's not fine or you're not happy with something or you're not satisfied with something. don't just pretend that everything's okay when it's not. All right. And as I see this Six of Coins, of course, in traditional tarot, the Six of Coins is a card of charity. It's a card of equal give and take. But yeah, in some decks, I've seen them scales, because usually he's holding the scales, and some, like the two, like beggars, are holding their hands out. So, but them scales are not quite even. It's like slightly unbalanced. So make sure you're not giving too many handouts, whether it's your time, energy, or money, especially your money. You know, how much you can sort of give, have your limitations, have your boundaries here. All right, so I just wanted to quickly do that before I go too far into the reading. Okay, so we've shuffled those, so they won't be shuffled again. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. We couldn't get any clearer than this, especially with the Princess. They're both doing that same action there. They're holding that sword up and they're making themselves very, very clear. So this is about learning to, to draw the line. Okay, it's about them boundaries as well, learning to draw the line, and also learning. This is very communication, learning, anything like that. These are both beginnings, so you're really starting to understand a certain area or situation in your life, Virgo. All right, this could be a business, this could be a relationship, you know, it could be a hobby, family, friends, well, whatever it is, you're beginning to see something so much more clearly now. Maybe something that has confused you in the past. Okay, so let's move on to this card. So, she who brings light. All right, so we've explained that light, serenity, and a beacon. So, having that light within yourself. So, let's see of course, the mystical moments. I've got to pull on to end the reading. So, it's just going to be a final card. So, let's have a look. The moon. Ooh, doesn't she's got like a moon? It could be the sun, the moon, the light, but there's that sort of. I don't know if you can see because the lighting in here today's. Because I usually like doing these readings in the evenings, but I've had to do them in the daytime because I'm going to be really, quite busy the next few days. So it's about getting round to doing them. Didn't need to know that, but I thought I'd tell you. But anyway, she's got this stronger circle of light around her head here. And then we have the moon card. All right, so bringing light to something. I love this moon card in this deck. We have that sort of yin and yang energy here with these two wolves, and yeah, it's like this would be ideal for the Black Moon Lilith. This Black Moon Lilith. Yeah, that's what. Sorry, Virgo. I get a little bit carried away. I know what I want to say, but I sort of run ahead of myself a little bit. So I've got to stop doing that. I mean, I am ADHD, so I do, I do get a bit carried away sometimes. So I really do apologise. That might answer quite a few questions as well. So I thought I'd make that known. Yeah, the moon revealing something, being clearer, as I said, being clearer about things. I think you have something quite spectacular to reveal as well. And somebody else said, I can't remember what sign had this card, but again, I was picking up that same energy where they're going to sort of surprise people by something that they expose in the future. Although it's in the present, you could be exposing it to certain people now or in the future, but something here, you're about to expose something here. Great energy. So let's have a look at your court card. So you move up, you're moving up, you're moving now. You've skipped the knight, so you've gone straight to the queen, and she is the Queen of Swords. So you are getting some swords in your reading, Virgo. So this is, if we look at this card, we see the hounds. These are black hounds. And I think in the, what deck is it? The Oracle deck. I think it's the Witch's Familiar. Yeah, the Witch's Familiar. We have a card with the black hound, and it's called Foreboding. So you're on your guard. Of course, we know that's not everyone understands, but we know foreboding is being on your guard, being on the lookout, and really keeping your wits about you in some way, Virgo. Sorry, that card keeps drifting up. All right, so be clear on something here. Something you're definitely about to speak up about something. And I don't mean this in a negative way. This is something that um, this could have something to do with because we do have the throat chakra here. So it's about being heard. It's also the throat chakra. It's also about using your voice, finding your voice. Okay, this is about finding your voice, especially with the Queen of Swords and speaking up, Virgo. All right, I'm taking my own advice as well here. Don't worry, because I am a Virgo, so I can understand exactly what's coming out here. Yeah, so it's about finding your voice, your inner voice, all right, and speaking up. Right, so let's pull a minor arcana. Eight of Swords. See, these swords are coming out like goodness. What's happening, Virgo? But here, she's been trapped in the mirror. If you see this image here, she is blindfolded, and that fits well here with this moon card being at the top. It means that the Eight of Swords is about breaking out of restrictions, restricting yourself in some way, all right? Because we bring on our own restrictions. We hesitate, or we procrastinate, we hang on too long, tomorrow, and we need to break out of that. We're not trapped. We create our own prisons for ourselves. So she is about to look back and wonder why she has kept herself, I think, trapped in a certain state of mind for so long. All right. So that's the energy I'm picking up there. So what's going on? I want to see good stuff on this side, Virgo. Definitely. She who begins, launch something, light that fuse on the rocket and let it take off, Virgo. So let's have a look. So let's have a look at your major for that one. Oh, there you go. The Emperor. This is great energy. Let me just have a look. You could be questioning because we have this lovely lady here at the back of the Emperor. She's probably wondering whether to approach him or not. So it's about approaching something head on here, especially with all these swords, Virgo. You are slightly doubtful, but you're ready. You are ready. You're probably thinking, can I do this? Can I keep this up? Can I take on this responsibility? Can you meet some sort of demands in some way, especially when it comes to, I'd say, bettering yourself and sort of progressing, moving up to that position of leadership, being self-employed, being your own boss, or even working. There's some sort of independence in your work situation here, where you don't have to answer to anyone, or you haven't got anyone looking over your shoulder. That's what I want to say. So if you are in a job where you are being employed by someone, this will be a job where someone's not looking over your shoulder all the time. All right. And if they are looking over your shoulder, it's only to sort of get your advice, or to ask you something that can help them in some way. Interesting. Okay, and again we have that throat chakra, so the communication here, and we have the crown chakra as well. So that's really good. So we're thinking, of course, we have all these swords: communication, the head, the ideas, the vision. We've got all this stuff coming through, and using that throat, especially with the moon. Don't be afraid to sort of to step up to the plate in some way, Virgo. Okay. Yes, I did expect to see another king. King of Cups. Ha ha ha. There we go. All right. So this is I think you're quite excited about this new beginning, Virgo, but you're keeping things under wraps, especially with that moon card. You're not revealing something at the moment. I do feel that the king, as I always say, is always an energy of someone who is able to be in control of their emotions. You know, it's about, oh, it's hard, but you know, this is about really, you have something that is, you have something that might be special, something about you. Um, you could be hiding your feelings as well towards someone, you know, your true feelings towards someone who is an emperor type here. So this could be also the beginning. I haven't seen, apart from this cup, there's no other cups here. But we'll have a look. Let's see your minor. Yeah, this is about your stability, your finances. We have the Seven of Coins. Of course, the Seven of Coins is seeds have been planted. Something is starting to grow. Something is on its way to growing. And of course, this can be, I think it's something you feel really passionate about. I mean, it could be a person. I do feel it's something more than that. You know, it's something to do with your interests or your finances, your job, your work, your business, anything like that. You know, something that you really feel passionate about. But something really love. But this could also be wondering if somebody that you know is worth investing in. That's the energy I'm picking up. You respect them, they are highly respected. They're very, I'd say if this is a person that you're dealing with, man or woman, it doesn't matter. They are very, I'd say they're very solid in the way that they know what they want, they know what they're going for. They're quite, I wouldn't say strict. I get like, especially with the Emperor, I get that sort of regimental sort of energy where someone is very sort of stern and they just say it like it is, but it's not in a, what can I say? I just want to say very straight, you know, very straight, and they have a routine, and they have, oh, and what am I trying to say, Virgo? If this is a person, they know what they want and they tend to things like their responsibilities with that emperor. They are responsible. They're very responsible and they wouldn't put if things have got to be done with this person, they will do them, and that suits you fine, Virgo, because you've learned as through the years, depending on your age, but you have learned uh, this control of your emotions and to know that sometimes, especially in relationships, you know, people have to do their own thing as well. Okay, that's just how I'm feeling with that energy. Okay, so take that where it fits. All right, so it's you're looking at something, and you are wondering whether you really want to. I think you want to invest in it, but there's something. There could be something preventing you, something you're hiding about yourself. I don't know what that is, Virgo. Something that you might just feel a little bit funny about in some way. That's how I'm feeling. I don't know what that is. And we have very strong crown chakra energy here. And then we have, sorry, this is the, yeah, this is the crown. This is the third eye. Is it? No, it's not. Yeah, the third eye. That's the crown. That's the third eye. So we have a lot of that. And then the throat. Yeah, so wow. So sort of got a bit two of each here with these chakra energies. A lovely layout. So what I'm going to do now, Virgo, I'm just going to pull one more card from the Tarot of the Mystical Moments just to end the reading. So let's just give these a shuffle. Oh. Oh, it's very cold here today. Sunny England. Not. Oh. Okay, one more card, please, for Virgo. Let's end this now on an even more positive note, Virgo. That's what we want. Okay. I do hope you can hear me. I've put the volume up as well because someone did comment that I was speaking too low. So I hope that's okay. Okay, so we're going to pull one here. Queen of Pentacles. Coming out of his very mature energies here. All right. Um, very nurturing as well, of course, the Queen of Pentacles. Very business savvy here. So something, as I say, something you've been looking at, something you've been looking into as the potential for growth, all right, in this past position. It's a lot of patience here with this Queen of Pentacles. She's good at multitasking to a certain extent, I would say. She's a good entertainer. She's a good provider. And it's about looking after you, she knows how to look after herself as well. So remember what I said with that she who brings light about looking after your diet, because we see all this around here, very, very fertile moment and all, because we've got these rabbits or hares here in this card, in this Queen of Pentacles. So very nice. I like that. Two of Swords. So you do have a lot of swords. So now is decision time, I think, for you. She does have the blindfold on here, and she does have this hat covering her eyes, this wooden tree trunk hat, these two birds on top. So it's about maybe having a discussion and talking about what it is that you really want to do here. So there is a choice. I feel it's an hard choice because you like both ideas. You like both options. You like two people, even, something here where you have to really sort of, lift the tree trunk off your head and take a closer look at something, all right, and decide what it is that that you want. And then we have 222. What's going on? Decisions, Virgo. All right. You're spoilt for choice. I'm surprised that the Seven of Cups is in here. Spoilt for choice. There we go. Page of Wands. Investigation. Scrutinising. Really perceiving. Observing. All right. At the bottom of the deck. Really looking into something. I think you're going to be having something else that you're going to be looking into, especially if it's to do with your work. This could be a choice of job, business, relationship, whatever it is for you, but you have some decision to make. You do have an important decision. And we have the moon here again on this card. All right, so maybe you need, maybe it's good, maybe if you talk to somebody about this choice, it might help you come to a decision, shed some light on something. The Two of Wands. Okay, so it's a direction. So that's like, as I say, a fork in the road. That's two directions you can go in. All right. Yeah, maybe you can do both. Think of working. Don't overwork yourself, or obviously not two relationships. Don't go too far. But if it is a relationship, then you do need to make a choice of what way you're going to go. If it's work, business, then maybe you can work, as I say, I'm getting that feeling you can work around something, Virgo, all right, to make it fit in somewhere. All right, so that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated with some of you. I'll be back, of course, with your May readings. As I said, this year is just flying by. So, yeah, good luck, Virgo. Whatever it is that you're doing at the moment, good luck and take care. God bless. And I'll be back soon. Bye, Virgo.